What's up YouTube? Jesse here with Jesse's World, and today I'm going to attempt my first solar project, I guess. So welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy the content. And I will show you in just a minute what I'm planning on doing. It's going to be a small, very small solar project. Basically, I have this car battery, and I replaced it last year with a new one because I thought that the battery was bad, when the reality was that the starter was bad and it was just not getting the car started. So the battery still has 12 point some odd volts in it, and I'm going to use it in combination with this. It's an old 300 watt AC or DC to AC power inverter that I used to have in my old Honda. It needs to be cleaned up because it's awful dirty right now. And this really cheap light that I got at the Goodwill for $3. Okay, so this light is probably temporary because I'm pretty sure I'm going to put something bigger and more powerful in here than this, but I'm going to work on getting the battery all done up for between the battery and the inverter, and like get the wires set up and everything. And these are the tools that I brought with me. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any heat shrink, so I'm gonna have to find some duct tape or some electrical tape. But so I've got a screwdriver for the well, actually I don't think I need it. Oh, I have a screwdriver if I need it. I got wire cutters, I got some solder, I got my soldering iron, I got some black and red wiring that should be more than sufficient just for this little tiny project, some screws because I'm planning on mounting the inverter up here on the wall somewhere. I don't know exactly where I want to put it yet, but I'm going to put the inverter up on the wall. My DeWalt bit kit that I got, and 2 alligator clamps that I'm going to use. I'm going to solder the this wire to the alligator clamps and then connect them to the battery using this, and then go from alligator clamps through the wire into the inverter, and then of course the inverter, I'll just plug the cord in from the light into the inverter. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm going to work on. And I will bring you back here in just a little bit once I get a couple things sorted out. I'm probably just going to go ahead and mount the light and the inverter where I want them, and then I'll get the wiring ran afterwards. Okay, so what I didn't explain before is the reason I call this my first solar project is because I don't have the parts yet, but I'm going to go on to Amazon and find probably the cheapest solar charge controller and like 10 or 20 watt charge panel or whatever I can find, and I'm going to hook it up to the battery and then put it probably somewhere up on the roof of my shed, like I don't know, probably like somewhere like over there or something like that. Just put it up on the roof of my shed, and then that way that battery will just stay charged all the time, and that way whenever, say I need to come out here to the shed in the middle of the night for something, I can just walk in and hit the button on the the inverter and turn the inverter on, and it'll turn the light on, because the light I've figured out I'm going to actually place all the way up there on the peak. I'm going to go across right there. That should give the best, I don't know, lighting illumination for what I need, because the light's going to shine out this way and down. I'm going to put the light, so this light has 2 mounting options. You can either mount it flat on the wall like this, like put it up on the wall like this, or you can mount it like this. And so I'm going to mount it like this up there on the peak, so all the light shines down, and well, hopefully illuminates the shed pretty good. I just need to be able to see at nighttime sometimes when I come out here for stuff. Especially because I do want to start using the shed for more than just my lawn equipment. I want to put some, store some things up there in the top, like Christmas stuff or Halloween decorations or whatever things I want to be able to put in the shed. So that's why I called it my first solar project. I kind of glossed over that at the beginning. But I'm going to go get my tripod and get it set up and get to working on mounting the light up there and running the cabling. I actually remembered that I have these coax staples. So I brought them out with my hammer and I'm going to use them to pin the cord down, down as it runs down this beam here and over this direction. And I'm going to do that first so that I have an idea of where I need to mount this, because I got plenty of the black and red that I can run this just about anywhere I want to in the shed. But it's a 300 watt. I know it doesn't say it on it because it's so old that the sticker that was right here on top, see, you can see some of the sticker residue. The sticker that was on top got old and just fell off. But I have used it recently. It does still work, so I'll use it with the light. And the light is only, what is this, like a, this is a 15 watt 0.34 amp light fixture. So way underkill for what I'll be needing it for, or sorry, way overkill. And I gotta do something about that. This door, when it's breezy out, just slams shut on me. So yeah, I'm gonna go get my camera tripod because it's the one thing I did forget to bring out here, and I'll be back and get you guys set up so you can see some of what I'm doing. All right, so let me tell you guys something, just in case you're unaware. I know I was somebody who just watched a lot of YouTube and didn't really make my own videos for a long time. Getting ready for these videos and doing everything that you need to make sure that you have everything that you need, it's not always easy. I've been back into the house and back out here to get things that I have forgotten or didn't realize that I needed at the time, like 6 times. And most of those times I had to go all the way into the house and then all the way down into the garage and then all the way back out here. So I've been up and down my stairs and in and out of the house like 6 different times. Forgot the tripod, forgot my step ladder, forgot that I was going to need somewhere or something that I could use to mark the holes for the back of the light so that I would know where to drill the holes to put the screws in for the light. I mean, just a whole bunch of different things that you don't think of whenever you're doing this to just do it. But anyway, I think I have everything I need. I got the tape measure, I got a pen to mark the hole spots or whatever. If it's not level, I'm not going to make a big stink about it because I'm probably going to replace the light anyway, like I said. So, yeah, I'm just going to get to it. I got to put the step ladder out here. And if you guys don't own a home and you get one, or you're renting and you do stuff around the house like I do, get yourself a step ladder. I got this one here. It's a Costco. It's like a paint drilling tools working step ladder. It's got this hole right here for you to put the drill in whenever you're not using it. It's got 2 different size paint can spots. It's got a place over here for like a screwdriver. Well, screwdriver's here and here, and over here, I don't remember, something else can go over here. I mean, it's really nice. And I, thankfully, luckily, got it for free. It came with the house whenever I moved in. It was just in the upstairs hall closet. So, thank you, previous homeowners, for leaving it for me, because it's coming real handy. Next, I got to get myself a real ladder that I can use for the outside. Okay, I don't know if I can get this all in here or not, but the holes are exactly to center 13 and you don't know if you can see it or not, 13¼ inches. 13. So I ran into my first issue with it, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but right there at the end of the tape measure, there's that block right there for the trusses or whatever to strengthen them up. The light is just barely big enough to fit underneath of this and go all the way across the whole 13¼ inches. If that didn't work, I could mount the lights like this and just put it on this beam, and it wouldn't be quite as good, but it would still provide enough light, I think. Alright, so I'm using those deck and fence screws. If we'll focus on this or not. The deck and fence screws with the Torx bit head on them. To go ahead and mount this light up. There should be plenty long enough. I mean, it's just supporting a probably 1.5 pound light. Now let's see if I had any oversights whenever I was setting up this idea. Well, I had an oversight. It does not, I can't hang it on the posts for the light because that blocking board up there is in the way. So it looks like I'm probably going to end up mounting it vertically up and down this pole, because then I don't have to worry about it. Kind of sucks because I want the light to not be, how should I say, it's going to be more focused on one side or the other of the shed because of the design of the light. The light has the, it's got this on one side, so I really wanted to have it to where it was either like this or to where it was like this. No, maybe I still can. Maybe instead of putting it centered up there, maybe I'll just do it like this. Just set it off to the side. That way it'll still work, but it'll still provide the light the way I want it to. It'll just be a little bit more to the left than the right. A little bit more to the right than the left, depending on how you look at the shed. Alright, so just so you guys are aware, I'm only doing this because I don't want to have to run an extension cord out to my shed every time I want to use a little bit of power. It started getting hot in here, so I brought out this little fan to try to cool me off. But to do that, I have to run an extension cord, and this is a 100-foot extension cord, all the way up to my deck, and there's a power outlet right there on the back of the deck that I can use. So if I want power out here, I can have it, but I don't want to have to do that just to come out here and turn a light on, which is the main reason why I'm doing this. I want to be able to turn a light on if I want to charge my phone out here or something, but I don't need to have like a whole lot of power. I could use the battery for that, and so Yeah. Anyway, back to the project at hand. I've already got the old screw, or the screws that I tried to use the first time out, and I've marked right here and where's that? Oh, right here on the stud. That's 13 and a quarter inches apart from one another. So I'll put those screws in, and hopefully it didn't make any stupid oversights this time, and I can get the light mounted up. Okay, those screws got to be way tighter. It's all floppy. All right, I think that's pretty good. No oversights this time at least, and it's fairly straight. I was going to run the power cord down the center beam here. I forgot that it was on the end and not down the middle, so I think I'm actually going to run it this direction. It's going to work out better that way anyway. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of planning here. Go ahead and plug this in. So after doing a little bit of planning and looking at it, thought about mounting it over here on this wall next to the door, but then I was like, what if I open the door and water gets, or some rain gets in there one day or something? You know, it'd probably be better if I mounted it somewhere away from the door. And I figured out that this cord reaches far enough that I can use 3 screws and mount this bad boy right over here on the wall and still be able to use it just fine. And well, I'll have 3 screws in it instead of only 2, because originally I was only going to be able to put 2 in it if I put it over there on that wall. But I can use this vertical stud and the horizontal stud together to make at least 3 screws holding it up. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I'll pin that wire down with some more of those coax, what are they called? Staples, coax staples. I'll just put it up here and mark these holes. That way I know exactly where to put the screws in. 2 screws, that's not going anywhere, so 3 screws will be even better. Alright, that's about as solid as it gets. And the power cord still reaches. Now if I have to unplug it for some reason, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to hang right there, stay in that spot. Now I haven't actually talked about this yet, but what I'm going to do with the other one, the other power plug on there, is I have surge strip. Cheap, generic, but works surge strip. And I'm going to run this surge strip from the other outlet on there. And I'm just going to run it along the wall over here and mount it up right here on the wall. As long as it'll reach. The cord on it isn't real big. Well, another oversight on my part. Okay, so my first oversight is that this box is pushed too far this direction, and so trying to plug this in, the wood is in the way. I think it will clear this plate, but I guess I'll just have to unbolt it or unscrew it and plug it in and see. So after much careful consideration and planning and trying this and that and whatnot, I finally ended up figuring out how to wire that box. Basically, it's in almost the same place as it was before. There's the hole from the other one. So I had to move it over like, what was that, 3/4 of an inch? I had to move it over 3/4 of an inch. Then this plug for the surge strip, I got it plugged in there, but had to cut out the rubber right there around the front face of it to make it fit better, because it was hitting this plate and making it to where it wouldn't go in very good. Now, with that cut out, I can get it plugged in like 95% of the way, and I keep knocking stuff on the floor. So 95% should be good. The ground plug should be in there just fine, and all that stuff. But yeah, so that's that. And then I got 2 of those coax staples holding the cord down over there. And instead of running it over here and down that post, I didn't have enough cord, so I'm running it down here and going to run it down this post. And now I've got 2 screws. Here's one, and the other one probably fell on the floor. Nope, there it is. 1 and 2 to put in the back of the surge strip, so I can mount it on the wall. And once I get it mounted, I'll put another coax staple up here in the cord to hold it in place, and that part will be done. And then it'll be off to wiring the black and red cables to the ground or to the alligator clips and down to the battery. I got just enough cord to put one more of these coax staples. Make it look nice. I guess. Let's move the true fuel key out of the way before I smack everything in. So that's all wired up. We got the surge strip put down so I can use it if I want to. I got the DC to AC inverter installed. Got the light wired up. And now I'm going to run the wires from here all the way down to the battery, and I think I'm going to try to set the battery up on something. We'll see. I'll figure out something. I'm going to go ahead and get the wire soldered onto the alligator clamps and try to find my electrical tape so that I can wrap them up. I don't have shrink wrap. I should probably buy some. I'm going to be doing projects like this, and that way I can do everything right. So yeah, I'm going to get the cables all done up, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright YouTube, I don't even know how many hours I've been out here working on this, trying to make sure to get everything right. But I'm finally there to the testing phase to see if my proof of concept will actually work for me or not. The light is up there, and you probably can't tell from here, but it is turned on. The line side is on, and it's ran down, and it's plugged into here. This is turned off currently. See, on, off. It's off. I've got the surge strip plugged in, and the surge strip is turned on. I'm going to turn it off. The only thing plugged into the surge strip right now is this fan. Now I've got the wires ran down from the negative and the positive on the inverter, and I got them going down, and I put them through 2 of these coax staples running down to the battery. Now I could not find my electrical tape, so I had to use duct tape, but I just wanted to make sure that there's no way that these two could touch whenever I didn't want them to. But I soldered the red and black cables to the red and black things. They even have a positive. Let's see if we can get it to focus on here. There's a positive on that side and a negative on that side. Okay, so this is the negative battery terminal. That's the positive battery terminal, obviously. And so this is my first attempt. I did not try this off camera, so if it blows up, yay me. So, okay. So there's power. As you've seen, it sparked. So there is juice in the battery. And so let's, there's a fan back here that turns on whenever you flip the switch. So let's flip the switch. It takes a minute once you turn it on for the switch, or for the fan to stop being stupid. Probably because it's dirty. Whatever. Anyway, it came on. The light is on. And let's see if it'll run this fan also. Okay, I'm gonna flip the switch for the fan. And there's the fan. So the fan is working and the light is both working, and they're all running off of the battery. Obviously this is a proven concept. This isn't anything new. This is just new to me. My extension cord is right over there coming from the house. So you can see that extension cord is not plugged into this scenario in this situation in any way, shape, or form. So the inverter is powerful enough to do the fan and the light at the same time. And I don't know how much charge the battery actually had. So I'll go ahead and flip that switch off there. See, look. And the battery is not in its permanent location right now. It's just going to sit there for now. I'm actually going to, let's see here, move this ladder out of the way. Have this board propping this door open so it stops slamming on me. Go ahead and close both of these doors. I can't really get them to close both doors, but this is what it looks like in here right now. And now if I flick the light off, okay, so obviously there's light coming through the door that I can't shut all the way, but turn the light on. Bam. And I have light. And look at that, the fan stopped being stupid. I told you it takes a minute. But no light. Light. Now all I gotta do is get that solar panel and a cheap charge controller so that I can keep this battery topped off, and I should be good to go for at least having light at night in the shed. I don't know how long one car battery would power this light for, but it's only 15 watts. So let's see here, let's turn that on. And there's my fan. So yeah, aside from hooking up the charge controller and solar panel that I don't own yet, everything is wired the way that I want it to be. I'll probably put that battery somewhere else. I guess we'll just see. Turn this off. Okay, so I am going to, for now, go ahead and disconnect the positive and negative leads on the battery. Just leave the battery sitting there. But that's it for now, guys. All I got left to do now is clean up all my tools, put everything away, wrap up the extension cord, all that kind of stuff. Come over here where the light's not in my eyes. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know it's something small and stupid, and I just probably spent like what time is it right now? It's 5:50, so almost 6 o'clock. I think I just spent about 3 hours doing all this, between gathering everything up, shooting the video, soldering the wires, routing things, and screwing up the placement of the holes for different things, and then having to redo it. It's not going to be perfect, especially not whenever you're just doing all this stuff for the first time. Hopefully you guys don't fault me for being not perfect, and that you still enjoy the videos anyway. Like I said, that car battery I thought was bad, but it was just my starter was bad. But now I got a new car battery and a new starter. So either way, it swings. It worked out for the better. I'll hit you guys up with a part 2 video for this once I get the solar charge controller and a solar panel, and we'll see what kind of light we're getting. Even right now, it's almost 6 o'clock, and there's still light hitting this edge of the shed right here. Obviously, it wouldn't be direct on or anything, but during... Oh, there goes the door. Ooh, it's a ghost. No, it's just the wind. There's still light hitting it, so if I had one on there, it would still be providing some kind of daylight or some kind of sunlight to the solar panel, making it work to charge the battery. And I won't be using it all the time. I'll only be using, well, I can't say only, I should only be using it when I need a little bit of light, or maybe charge a phone or something like that. I have a Bluetooth speaker that I might bring out here and put in the shed. It might need to be charged or something. You know, a 12-volt car battery. I don't know how many milliamps of power it holds. It's a Napa Legend battery. Okay, let's see here. It says BCI 86 cold cranking amps 665 at 32 degrees. Cold cranking amps at 0. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know how big this battery is, so I don't know how many milliamps of juice it would hold or whatever, or kilowatts or whatever. So I have absolutely no idea how long a light and a Bluetooth could be charged off of it before it would be dead. But if it was during the daytime that I was doing that stuff, it would also be charging at the same time. So it is what it is. Take what I get out of it. Everything that I had, I already owned everything that I used for this project. I have not bought anything extra. So it literally cost me nothing except for 3 hours of my time to be able to wire this all up. And of course the sun is starting to set now, so it would be a lot easier to show you guys the lighting in here. That's which one's that? That's the negative. Positive. Sparked a little there. Go ahead and flick it back on again. Well, that's odd. Maybe a bad connection here. Oh, there it goes. I didn't have a very good connection. There. Got it shut good. So. Light? No light. Light? No light. Oh, almost no light. So I think that'll work out pretty good. Seems to provide just the right amount of light to be able to see what I'm doing in here. And fan. All right. I can't see now. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for this video. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will try to keep posting more stuff like this. I'm going to get everything cleaned up and probably get ready to go and figure out something for dinner. Maybe get something to drink, because I'm kind of famished, thirsty, and hungry, and everything in between. And it's been pretty hot out here, so I'm tired. This heat has kind of wiped me out. But you guys have a good rest of the day, and like, share, and subscribe, and I love you guys. All right, YouTube. I know you guys can't see me, and it's kind of on purpose, because I wanted to be able to show you. It is midnight right now. It's 12:11 at night. See, look, there's my face. It's 12:11 at night. And I'm shooting this video to show you that well, the purpose for the whole video earlier. So let's turn on the light or the switch for the inverter. Bam. So there it is, the car battery, the inverter making its stupid noise, and the little light that I put in here. This should provide just about enough light, I would think, for anything that I might want to do out here as far as moving things around or looking for something. Like I said, that everything that I had I already owned. I didn't have to buy anything. Car battery, it was sitting in my garage not being used. I made sure that it was not sitting on the concrete floor so it wouldn't drain it. It was always sitting up on something, because it's been about a year since I replaced the car battery. So this is the charge that it's had on it for a year, and now I have light. Like I said, it's pitch black outside right now. Well, aside from I got my lights on the fence here, but pitch black outside right now. And I have light in the shed, and do the fan too. So I decided I would go ahead and make this short video just to, show you guys this is the purpose, this is the reason. I came out here, I needed, I should pretend I needed to do something in the shed tonight. And I wanted to find something in one of the boxes that I don't have, that don't exist on the top shelf up here, and well, here I am. I was able to walk out here, and once I get the solar panel and the charge controller, I'll have it wired up permanently to the battery, and I'll have the alligator clamps and all that kind of stuff permanently wired so that I won't unplug them every time, because right now I think that the inverter will probably do a vampire draw on the battery enough that it will kill it. So I don't want to leave the alligator clamps plugged into the battery until I have the charge controller plugged up to it. So, yep, that's it. That's the end of the video. Again, like, share, subscribe if you enjoy this content. And if you want to know how much all of this costs realistically, the light, I believe, would probably be like a $5 or $10 light anyway, even if I hadn't got it from the Goodwill for $3. The inverter, when I bought it, was like $35. I think I paid $5 per $5 or $6 for each of the black and white wires that I used. I got them, I think I got them at Walmart or something like that. But each roll that I had that I was using was like $5 or $6. So there's that. The surge strip was probably $5 or $10. And then the fan, of course, I think was like $20 at Walmart or something like that. It's a Honeywell. It's like I don't know, probably a 10-inch fan. So not a real big fan, but it blows good air though. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There's probably $100 worth of parts that I have there, and then a car battery, obviously a brand new car battery, even a cheap one is probably $100. So it's probably realistically about $150 to $200 worth of stuff that I already had that I just decided to put into place. So not a whole lot. If you wanted to be able to do something like this yourself. The charge controller, I haven't looked into it yet, because after I got done with installing everything today, I don't know if it was the heat or whatever it was, but I started feeling really, really like my head was like hurting really bad. I had a migraine, and I laid down and I took like a 6-hour nap. I took some Excedrin migraine and drank some water, and I'm currently feeling better, which is why I'm even out here right now. But yeah, so I haven't really even had a chance to look up what it would cost to get the charge controller and a cheap solar panel, but I can't imagine more than $25–30 to get both of them. Like I said, it's not going to be some big 100-watt huge solar panel or anything. It's just going to be like a tiny one, something that you'd see that, you know, people take camping to charge up their cell phone or something like that, because I won't be using this system all the time, so it should be able to keep the battery topped off and charged. But once I get it, I'll delve into that and hooking it all up and everything. But that's it for this video. Again, like, share, subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy the content. I love you guys for subscribing to the channel and watching my content. I'm trying to grow the channel as much as possible. I'm doing as many videos right now as I can and trying to edit and get them uploaded as I can, about all the different random things going on in my life. And well, I just enjoy doing it, and hopefully you guys like the content that I put out. So see you next time. Love you guys.